This week on the LTU Sports Report, we get into all the fall sports action around campus and get to know some of our student athletes.
Coming up on LTU Sports Report, we've got the highlights from women's volleyball, women's soccer, and we finally see some action from our bowling team.
Don't go anywhere because the LTU Sports Report starts right now.
LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union. Sneth Camp Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Stryker. Discover your strengths and follow your passion with us. We are back with another edition of LTU Sports Report. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kiara Hay here with Gabe O'Neill. And for the next half hour, we have a jam-packed show full of highlights, exclusive interviews, and player profiles from Lawrence Technological University.
That's right. As a former LTU athlete, it is awesome to see all the changes the campus has undergone because of athletics, including the LTU athletic field and the changes to the Don Riddler Field House. And on this week's episode, we have got so many highlights for you, including a big weekend from men's soccer with 2 conference matchups.
And fresh off of their bye week, LTU football is back. They traveled all the way to North Dakota to play against Trinity Bible, and we went there just to bring back highlights for you.
But first, we're going to kick things off with the LTU men's hockey team home opener against Aquinas College. Let's get into it.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Southfield Civic Center Arena, where tonight the NAIA presents the Aquinas Saints taking on your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. I'm Dylan Morello. This is brought to you by LTU Sports Network. A bunch of fans here, also the pep band getting in on the action, as a lot of energy and buzz around campus this whole week as the start of the hockey season is underway. Gentili taking it out of the zone. Over to Connor Victory. Victory cannot gain the blue line, and that one is stopped. Victory again with the puck to Gentili. Little 2-on-1. Connor Victory breaking. He scores! Connor Victory with the first goal of the Blue Devils season. And a great play there. Chomi dumps it back in. Power play over now as the Saints have it in their own end. Chomi now with one last shot for the period, and they score! With 1 second remaining, Max Chomi, the freshman in his first game, scores his first goal. Number 2, Chomi gets the number 2 goal for the Blue Devils this season. Trying to win that back, he cannot, and it's going to go back 2 minutes remaining here in the overtime period. Blake now grinding, and he'll play that back down. Caught there, and that's thrown to the slot. Aquinas now with the pressure, and they score! And a shot in the slot looked to be a broken up play, but Will Courts will get the game winner for Aquinas, and they take this one by a final of 3-2 as a hard-fought battle between 2 outstanding teams.
We started off really, really well, and we just kind of fell behind a little bit, and we had to kind of play catch up when we got into the Baker portion. And at that point, we jumped back up from, I think, 7th into 4th, and then we lost a little bit of ground. We came back in the last Baker, so I'm hoping we ended up probably 5th place.
I think at the start of it, we did really good, and then we kind of broke down a little bit, but we, for the most part, kept each other up. I mean, there's only 10 of us, so we get really close, and when you do strike or spare, there's always support, and even if you don't strike or spare, they're always still there.
We've talked a lot about being a family, and teamwork it's going to be supporting your team, whether you're in or whether you're on the bench. And it's for us, a lot of it's energy. If you start to get down and you start not to be energized, you don't play well. It doesn't matter what the sport is. We can do that. I think we can compete with any team in this league.
We're happy to finish second, being that it was in our home center, and we had 3 weeks to prepare for the tournament. We were hoping to win the tournament, naturally. Every tournament we go to, we expect to win. So finishing second, we're happy with it, we're not satisfied with it. We expect to be better.
Yeah, second's not bad. First whack of the season, we kind of getting to know the team better and trying to kind of blend more together. And we actually are able to know our opponents and be able to find out what they do, the moves they make, and how we should compete against them. Going pair to pair, we kind of base shots off of each other. We try to find a different look for how the person before us is shooting. And then normally what's really fun is when we get a big string of strikes going, then we have our certain chance. It's fun. Bakers are a lot of fun because you got the whole team involved and it's really cool.
Coming up next on the LTU Sports Report, we have highlights from our women's volleyball team taking on Siena Heights. We catch up with one of our Blue Devils, and we have an inside look at the new transportation design program.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
I ordered 2 large Howie Mauis with butter cheese crust.
Wow, you are one serious breast cancer awareness supporter.
Warrior for love, hope, and pizza. Can't seem to reach my wallet.
Flavor fanatics love us because for every pizza sold in October, a portion goes to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Now get a medium one-topping pizza for $1 when you buy a large one-topping pizza at regular menu price.
Hungry?
Howie's!
FANUC America is the #1 supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation. Our certified automation training prepares students for high-tech careers in advanced manufacturing. Manufacturers use automation to maximize productivity. That's why high-paying careers in advanced automation are in demand today. Our CERT program provides manufacturers and educators a STEM-based curriculum centered on robotics and automation training. Contact FANUC to learn more about our certified automation training programs.
Hi everyone, I'm Jason Ross Jr. here inside of Don Riddler Fieldhouse on the site of the LTU campus for tonight's big WAC conference volleyball match between LTU and Siena Heights. We'll have highlights of this one coming up for you, but don't forget that you can catch all of our live streams of Blue Devil home games on the LTU Athletics YouTube channel and the LTU Athletics Facebook page. And on tonight's highlights, we'll give you a little peek into how the action sounds on our live stream. Welcome into LTSN. WAC play getting underway once again tonight. 3rd in a row at home for the Blue Devils. Vaipushan, nice awareness there. Laju, little roll shot on over. Off the 10-foot line, sent over. Doherty hunts off the block. Point Lawrence Tech. Siena Heights in search of their 4th straight 20-win season. In danger of trailing 2 sets. They've lost 2 in a row. Here's Negron. The bump set to Christine Tylutke off the block of Gramakova and Cook. Now Schmidt, Gramakova, cross court. Felver was there. They'll go back to Tylutke, trying it again. Now here's Doherty. Schmidt, Doherty out of the back row. A swing that hops up into the ceiling. This will be tough to handle. It'll force them to deliver out of the back row. Still got a tough swing off for Doherty to handle. She was able to do it anyway. Here is Doherty. Back set Gramakova. Off the block. Gramakova, another try, and the kill. Match point for Lawrence Tech. Can they finish it off here? Hawthorne. And they do just that. Another program win. 25-6 The final fourth set line. Blue Devils claim it 3-1 on the home floor tonight.
In the fourth quarter, we went on a 16-0 run, and what really was working for us was that we had really great communication. We really came together as a team. We didn't let those easy balls drop. We picked up all our tips, and we just executed.
My favorite song is Knock Knock by Mac Miller. It's just a great song, and it happens to be our win song, so yeah. If I did turn any activity into Olympic sport, I would choose Chell because me and the boys are always playing it. I think it'd be a great addition to the Olympics. My dream car would be a Ferrari because, why not? It's probably the coolest car ever, and all the girls that you're gonna get with it, so. One thing that I can't live without, pizza's gotta be my favorite food. And if I couldn't have it, I don't know what I would do. I'd be a mess.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. Ever dreamed of learning how to design automobiles or other modes of transportation? Lawrence Technological University is the place to pursue your passion. Lawrence Tech has created a unique transportation design program that allows you to blend your creative design talent along with comprehensive understanding of automotive technology.
I think the biggest advantage of going to Lawrence Tech for product design or trans design is that we work really closely with people in industry. There's always people from different companies walking around our studio. In the spring semester, there's plenty of opportunities for internship positions.
This unique program offers many unique benefits. 100% of students enrolled in the transportation design program win internships in the industry. Students participate in company-sponsored projects all 4 years. All students are given a personal workspace in dedicated design studios led by industry designers and leaders. And top student designs are displayed at the North American International Auto Show, one of the biggest shows in the world. If you're interested in transportation and industrial design and you want to learn more about the degree programs offered at LTU, do yourself a huge favor and go to the website right now, ltu.edu. Find out how you can steer yourself onto the highway of your incredible future.
Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we have highlights from LTU football's second road game at Trinity Bible, and we also take a look at LTU Athletics' new bus. We'll be right back.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
You've worked hard to raise your family and build a happy life for them. Don't let unforeseen circumstances jeopardize everything you've built. Planning for Your Future is a law firm that makes it easy and affordable to protect your family with estate planning, wills, trusts, deeds, power of attorney, minor and elder care. The experts at Planning for Your Future will meet with you, prepare your documents, and make sure you understand what each does. So contact Planning for Your Future today to set up your free phone consultation, because your future begins now.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
Hungry Howie's makes it easy. It's just a little mini pizza box, but we make lots of money, lots of dough.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
A lot of people have gotten to know Lawrence Tech because of our athletics over the last few years, but
to see it out on the roads every day, every Wednesday, every Friday, every Saturday. It's going to be traveling throughout the state of Michigan and then throughout the Midwest. It's huge for us. I mean, people see it, it just pops out, that blue and white. And we've been using Bianco tours for probably the last 6-7 years, actually, with our sports teams. And then we go to them first and foremost. They try to outfit all of our teams with transportation. And
Lawrence Tech is just a perfect fit with us. Your location here, you're growing, you're adding new teams, and we're excited for football this year. And we just think it's a perfect marriage.
We have special guests, Kirk Cousins.
Well, I've certainly walked where they're walking now and just wanted to impress upon them what a privilege it is to play college football and to not take it for granted, but to enjoy every minute of it, to appreciate their teammates and those memories they can make together, and hopefully win a lot of football games along the way. I have a great pride for the state of Michigan. Anytime I can get back to the state, it does my heart good, and I enjoy meeting people from the state, and I'm always pulling for the schools and the teams from there. So it's great to see Lawrence Tech putting together a football program and the success they're having initially, and I'm excited to see where they go from here, but they're certainly led by a great coach and Coach Duve, and I think they've got a nice program they put together so far, and there's bright days ahead.
I think it was phenomenal what the message he gave to our team, and we just talked about, he asked me what I wanted him to say. I gave him a couple topics, but really I asked him to say what God put on his heart, and he spends a lot of time in prayer, and God places things on his heart, and he speaks from there, and he does a phenomenal job.
I would just echo what I said to the team. I would say that, it's a special time, and win, lose, or draw, you want to build a culture and a community that guys want to be a part of. It's an attractive team to be in. And then also, it's not always going to be sunshine and roses. There's going to be tough days, and we have to believe that tough times don't last, but tough people do. And so you want to create a group of guys that are tough-minded and can get through anything that's thrown their way. But I think this program's off to a great start, and I'll be excited to see where it goes in the future.
Nearly 1,000 miles from home and a 16-hour bus ride later, the unbeaten Blue Devils take on Trinity Bible in Ellendale, North Dakota. A frigid fall day. Lawrence Tech came out swinging right from the opening kickoff as the Lions' Jeremy Blanchette fumbles the ball inside Trinity Bible's own 30-yard line. A pair of Cam Jamison rushes would set up this 11-yard strike from quarterback Tyler Kolka to Terrell Cunningham late in the opening quarter. Blue Devils leading 21-zip. The Sebowing native takes the give, explodes through the wide hole before finishing the 32-yard run in the end zone. Corner Cam Mitchell breaks through the blockers and absolutely unloads. Snuffing out the wide receiver screen, Sabah became the third Blue Devil to break the 100-yard mark this year, highlighted by this punishing 27-yard run. Cam Mitchell would top off a 55-0 opening half for the Blue Devils with the defense's fifth touchdown of the season. Lawrence Tech moves to 5-0 with the 68-7 victory. LTU set a season high with 555 total yards.
Yeah, I think we're doing a good job coaching up the different fronts and looks that we're getting. The O-line's starting to click, starting to recognize what's in front of us pre-snap wise, knowing where we're going and things like that. And with their 3 down front like they were playing, opened up a lot of holes for us to get to the second level quickly. And then it's our job to react off of our blocks from there. So did a good job getting to the second level, reading the blocks, and then getting vertical like we talked about.
We thought conditioning would be an easy one with they're typically a 3 down front team, so we felt good about our run game going in, and we were able to establish that early. Defensively, we had some good reads on some of the different stuff that they did offensively, so we have some good checks in place to be able to counter those things. So just some schematic things and then playing 100 miles an hour.
If you love soccer, then you don't want to turn the channel. We have game highlights from both our men and women's soccer team, and you'll find out which player made our play of the week. Don't go anywhere.
It's tough to improve on an original, and Snethcamp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Lease the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for only $79 a month for 24 months. Or a new Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 at just $59 a month during Ram Power Days and Jeep Adventure Days at Snep Camp on Telegraph in Redford.
Snep Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Snep Camp, Snep Camp.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
On October 3rd, the Blue Devils men's soccer team was set to take on the Saints from Aquinas College for a conference matchup at the LTU athletic field. After a scoreless first half, the home team was hungry to take the first lead of the game. Freshman Sean Humphrey plays a beautiful ball of the corner kick to junior Michael Avila on the far side of the net, and he buries it off the header. LTU up 1-0. That goal would open the floodgates for LTU. Just 4 minutes later, on the attack once again is Nicholas Rodriguez Bermejo, finding captain Chris Zerwaka streaking in the middle of the field, and this shot rolls in after the initial save for his 6th goal of the season. About 1 minute later, the boys were back at it. Senior Ryan Resendez with the ball from 30 yards out, fakes once and then lets off a missile shot that sails right under the crossbar out of the reach of the Saints keeper. Blue Devils now lead 3-0 early in the second half. One more goal from the head of sophomore Matthew Sherman would do it in for the 71st minute, and the men take a big conference win over Aquinas 4-0. Another shutout for keeper Max Jewett, and the Blue Devils now stand at 3-1 in the WAC.
So we talked to the guys about how they need to get back to basics, switching the point of attack, playing together, opening up, being able to check our shoulders, turn. Once we started doing that, the little things, that led to the goals.
I think the halftime team talk, kind of woke us up. We weren't playing well in the first half, obviously, and it was just, I think the first goal allowed us to finally get confidence in how we wanted to play and how we're used to playing. And after Michael's goal, we were just able to put a second and third and fourth, and it's just down to us being confident in our ability. And I think if we can just play like that 90 minutes, it'll be a lot better for us. Fully expect to be around the top of the table, and in order to do that, we got to get some wins. So it's good that we're finally, on a nice winning streak, and hopefully we can continue that.
In the second home game of the week for the men's soccer team, the Blue Devils were ready to take on the Cleary University Cougars. The boys were feeling good on a 3-game win streak and looking to make that 4. Only a few minutes into the match, they were wasting no time getting on the board as Alvaro Marino finds Alvaro Garcia in front of the net, and he gets a leg free and puts the ball in from short range. Still in the first half, down the sideline with the ball is sophomore Ryan Resendez. He looks for anyone crashing the net, and right before the Cougar keeper can get a hand on the pass, Kevin Wright gets a shot off and he puts another on the board. Final minute of play and LTU was making one last push to the net. Marino carrying the ball past midfield plays a lead ball up to Resendez, who gets behind the Cleary backline and chips it just over the goalie and in for another goal. Those 3 goals would be enough after a scoreless second half, and the LTU men's soccer team makes their 4th straight victory and putting another W in the conference win column as they improve to 4-1 in the WAC. Following the men's game, the women's soccer team was also set to take on the Cleary Cougars as the rain started to fall in Southfield. We pick things up in the second half with our Blue Devils trailing by 2 goals. Elaine Nybor looking for someone on the corner kick but comes up empty. Lauren Wozniak on the other side of the field keeps the attack going. Her cross pass slips past the Cleary keeper, and Erica Hoffman is there to bury her first collegiate goal. With 15 minutes left in the match, LTU needed an equalizer. Nybor on the corner again, this time plays it to sophomore Alexis Barnes, who has some room to work with and fires a laser shot that finds the back of the net. The Blue Devils tie it up at 2 apiece. A battle all game between the two teams, and the Cleary offense was grinding to put a stop to the LTU comeback. Harley Gorzelski, with 2 minutes left, pulls up from a distance, and Rebecca Alamendez is just a hair late on the diving attempt. One last effort from the Blue Devil offense with time running out. Nybor from the sideline plays one upfield to Barnes, who was tied up and unable to get a shot off as the Cleary defense clears the ball. LTU loses a heartbreaker 3-2 in an absolute grudge match to Cleary University. The ladies now stand at 1-3-1 in the conference.
Coming up this week in LTU Athletics. Monday, October 8th, the women's golf team begins play in the Sylvania CC tournament against Lourdes University. Tuesday the 9th, women's soccer hits the road to take on Rochester College at 1 p.m. On Wednesday, men's soccer hosts Rochester College under the lights at 7 p.m. and women's volleyball looks to continue their win streak as they travel to U of M Dearborn to play the Wolverines at 7. Friday the 12th, volleyball travels to Fort Wayne, Indiana to play in the Indiana Tech tournament at noon and 6 p.m. That continues through the weekend. Both men's and women's tennis are at home on the Southfield courts against Goshen College at 4 p.m. On Saturday, both bowling teams begin competing in the Orange and Black Classic through Sunday. Cross country travels to the Oberlin Invitational in Ohio. Men's and women's soccer also play at Indiana Tech and Fort Wayne starting at noon and 3 p.m. Both tennis teams are away at Holy Cross College in Indiana, and both matches begin at 12 p.m. And finally, the LTU football team hosts their first homecoming game against Indiana Wesleyan on the LTU athletic field for a noon kickoff. Wrapping up the busy week, the men's golf team plays in the first day of the Motor City Invitational in Dearborn on Sunday.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap on this week's episode of the LTU Sports Report. Thank you for joining us, and tune in next week at 4:30 on Monday on Fox Sports Detroit.
But don't go an entire week without checking in with us. Follow LTU Athletics on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for daily updates and clips.
Until next time, I'm Gabe O'Neill.
And I'm Kiara Hay. Go Blue Devils! LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union. Snethkamp Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Stryker. Discover your strengths and follow your passion with us.